Good morning. It is day 92. Yesterday was a good day. Had a sleep in, had a lovely breakfast that Daniel had prepared. Finished off the last of the video editing, which was good. And then Daniel prepared a beautiful burrito for lunch. Yeah, there's a theme here. The food was the theme. And then Daniel dropped me off at the at a place where I'd be able to get a hitch into back onto the trail. I found took about 15 minutes, and I was picked up by a lady who said she's going up that way, but then she dropped me off at this strange place partway up the hill, but very quickly another guy picked me up, a guy who'd hiked a few of the trails around here, so he dropped me off at the trailhead. Yeah, and then the trails was beautiful. It was on dirt, so it was up above the highway, and across the highway, and made its way up to Echo Lake, which is a nice little lake. It's got a marina there. I stopped at the shop, had ice cream, and then someone post hold, and then it was a beautiful walk along the lake. Lots of day hikers. Pretty weird having so many people on the trail. Beautiful, rocky on one side, and then there was snow on the other side of the lake, but the trail was clear where I was, and a beautiful lake. And then at the head of the lake, headed around and then above another lake, and then started heading up, and then once heading up from that second lake, started hitting the snow, and then got back into the pure snow. But there is several people have been on this trail, so the way is quite clear. I caught up, saw a trail runner who warned me of bear tracks. Caught up to I had a father and son coming the other way. Caught up to a PCT hiker while he was having a break, and I'd seen three heading the other way. The PCT hiker I caught up to, I think his name is Raptor. And then when it was pure snow, caught up to two, I can't say day hikers, overnight hikers. They're heading to Gilmore Lake. So we saw them just as I looked down and saw the bear prints. Trail sort of disappeared very slightly for about 5 minutes, but then back onto it, and went on another half hour, get away from the bear prints, set up camp. It was lovely. And then the day hikers caught me. Day hikers went past, and then Raptor went past, and then much later on, 7:15, two girls went past. They didn't even see me. They look like through hikers, so yeah, who knows. So today it's on the pure snow, really crisp, but I haven't bothered with my crampons yet, and be around a whole lot of lakes, which will be neat, and then have a big climb up to a saddle, or a pass, Dick's Pass. So yeah, so it should be a good day. It's sunny, bit cool. My fingers are tingling at the moment, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be another sunny day. So yeah, first full day back on trail. Trail's not as clear, and this hard stuff under the trees, but still can be seen. So navigation, I'm relaxing and just following the trail for a while. I do check every now and again. This is Lake Aloha. sort of envisages sunny and tropical, and it's frozen. That's the direction I'm going up to the head of the lake. But yeah, look at that, beautiful. That's where I come from, down the hill through the pine trees. I can actually hear voices. So people must be camped somewhere out there because I can hear voices. There's actually some water there. There's a bit of wind. People camped up there. people camped up there. So fairly busy. Beautiful though. Oh, that wind is cold.
Hi, I'm Stinker, and it's my sister, Kirsten, and we're doing the Tahoe Rim Trail, which is 165 miles around Lake Tahoe, and we just ran into Homemade.
And you've also done the AT?
Yeah, in 2017 I did the Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Maine.
Yeah, and you're about halfway, did you say?
Yeah, we're about halfway done with the Rim Trail right now.
Brilliant, lovely to meet you!
You too!
Beautiful lake. It's quite a big lake compared to most of the ones I've been seeing. Obviously less Lake Tahoe. There's the girls behind me. After a whole lot of suncat walking, it's the trail. This is quite nice. I'm enjoying this, even though it's suncat walking. Snow's nice and crisp, and I've actually been able to get into a good rhythm with bouncing over the sun caps. Only slipped a couple of times, which is pretty good for sun caps. But yeah, this is lovely. It's a helicopter buzzing around, brightly coloured helicopter, which unfortunately tends to mean search and rescue. So hope whoever it is not too badly hurt. Alright, still going around. Goodbye Aloha, a little confusing, but bye Aloha Lake. And now I'm going to be heading up that valley, stopping to take my jacket off. It's a little warm now. It's a turn off into the valley. Ooh, someone post old. I'll stay on the rocks. Aha. Let's see if the footprints stay, if they were just doing something shorter. Little lake down there. This is where I'm going to be going. Come down, come around, past this cute little pond or baby lake, back on the track after being in the snow for most of it, and then I should be dropping down beside a big lake, well, medium lake. Here's the lake, so I'm just going to drop down and then I'll be going around just above the lake to the end of it. Even though the snow is still quite crisp, there's really good footprints. So I'm still just in my shoes, haven't put my crampons on yet. Ah, beautiful. Flowers of the day, tucked under a cliff beside the lake. I'm back on trail now, which is lovely. Nice interesting trail. Alright, nearly at the head of the lake. There's an actual stretch of water. You can see the trail across the snow and just above that little bit of water. Cool. Not sure if the camera's picking it up. That ice is making a bit of a noise. last lake was Heather Lake, and this lake is Susie Lake. I go around that side of the lake, and then my climb starts. Susie at lake level. Some lakes look pretty thawing and some don't. This one does look pretty thawing, but I've seen others that don't. Alright, this is the trail right through here. Now I'm down the bottom of the lake. Footprints that I've been following. Two gentlemen I met last night. Here's a panorama. Beautiful. This is so cool. Just come back into the clear section. I think it's looking a bit clear further ahead, which will be nice. Maybe the climb will be clear. There is snow up on that hill though. Who knows? I should stop trying to guess and just go with whatever it is that I find. The snow's been nice and crisp, but going down the hills there's still enough softness for me to get my heels in and not slip down. The two guys were slipping a lot. Wow, these are new. Look at that. That is so cool. Oh, there's a whole lot more along here. Look at these. Heaps of them. Alright, so we've got a river crossing now.
You just want to get me falling in, don't you?
So this is a bit of a challenging one, because these logs are actually not fixed in place. These logs are bouncing. See how much that one bounced when he went on. So yeah, good tricky crossing. Need good stretch to be able to do that. That's going to be a challenge for me. These guys are making it look easy, but they got a lot longer legs than I do. Okay, now I guess it's my turn. This is Roland and Nathan, who did that dodgy river crossing with me.
Sacramento, California.
They're heading off to Gilbert Lake, is it?
Echo Lake. Oh, we're off to Gilmore and then over Dix. And then probably over Dix Pass. Yeah.
Cool. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
We're going back up the other side of the lake now before we turn right and head up the hill. There's a lot of people. So the two guys, then there are another two people there are off to the side. Then the two girls turn up. 6 people all at once. Whoa. Not in this years anymore. Downhill a little bit before starting the climb. It's been mixed. This is the first sort of steepish side slope. It's actually been quite nice, and there are footprints which I've been able to follow. So it's not searching for the trail, but it's not kicking my own steps. It's rather pleasant. Alright, so yeah, back onto dirt trail again. So this is the first of the things that Ivan and Ivana sent me. It's a Laraba pecan pie, and it's sort of date based. I actually quite like it. It's not too sweet. I'm finding most of the bars, like the Cliff bars, I tried the Luna bars, and they're just so sweet. But this is actually quite nice. Yeah, alright. That's a new thing to add to my list. Half Moon Lake and Gilmore Lake, where I'm heading. Now it starts to get steeper. Been going along a ridgeline in the snow, and now the trails appeared, and I'll be going along the side of a ridge. This is another section I was looking at, and a little concerned. There's a trail on the side of a very steep hill, but so far it's on nice trail. I'm pretty sure there'll be a few snow patches, but I'm heading up to the saddle. I'm not sure if it's that or if it's out of sight slightly to the side. So it's about 1.6 miles to get to the saddle. It's a pretty nice view from here too, so I can look down and see Susie Lake. So yeah, I came down that valley and then I went around the lake and then back up to there, and now I've slowly made my way up this high. But the climbing's been relatively easy because it's been switchbacks on a track. It switched to snow slopes. Very little bits of trail, but oh well. Keep on going. I've made further up the hill than I thought I would before I got snow. That's where I've come, and then that's Half Moon Lake down there, and still heading up to the saddle. Cliffs above me, nearly at the pass, and loving the views. Beautiful. There's Lake Susie, all the way down there. Woohoo! Dix Pass, 9,377 feet. That's Dix Lakes down there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that was a nice pass. I've never had snow so close, dirt trail so close to the pass, but there was snow that I did have to deal with. But yeah, I have made it. Woo! Right, panorama. That is the way I have come. And this is the way I am going. I'll finish the panorama and then show you where I'm going. Alright, and back to the way I come. Okay, so I head up the ridgeline a bit and then drop down to the lake and go along the edge of the first lake, which is Dix Lake, and then along the next lake, I'm not sure the name of it, beautiful blue colour, and then head down, and I think I see the next lake after that. So it looks like it's going to be mainly snow with a few rocky patches as well. I can see Aloha Lake too. So that's Aloha Lake, and came down that valley to Lake Susie. Alright, so I'm still climbing up this short little steep bit. Once again, mixture of trail and snow. So I made a mistake. That saddle, according to the maps, that is not the pass. This is the pass at the top of that little hill. So again, woo! Dix Pass, 9,377 feet. The view's the same, so no more panorama. Heading down the hill, I very briefly saw the track, but yeah, it's got awful snow all around it, so not quite following the track, but it is a steep slope, and heading down to the lake. I think that's a little chick in the nest. Yeah, it is. Looks like one of the parents is feeding the little chick. Just missed it on video. Little chick being fed. I'm at lake level, but now I'm too low. I'm going to go around the water. I didn't film it, but where the lake turned up, where the trail turned up from the lake, there's a, what I assume is a PCT hiker sleep in their hammock. Yeah, they had a DCF, I think it was a mountain hyperlight or something like that pack. So yeah, just to sleep in their hammock. I didn't want to say anything and wake them up. That's the pass up there. Came around the other lake, and now this lake. It's interesting seeing how the lake starts to break up. You know, why that particular spot. Alright, continuing around the lake. This is that same lake I showed before, but it's even more melted down this end. This is for Fortanalis Lake, I think. Excuse the pronunciation. So I am just about to stop for lunch. I'm just going to find a nice little spot. I wanted to have lunch next to a lake with actual water, just for the novelty. So probably somewhere up there. I am sitting here by this beautiful lake, eating my lunch. No more peanut butter. Peanut butter's gone, so now I have salami, cheese and hummus. Yeah. This is another of the things that Ivan and Ivana gave me recently. I've never even heard of these golden berries, also known as Incan berries. And wow! As I've said before, I don't really like sweet things a lot, but I tried these, and this is what they look like. And they're really tart and tangy, and oh boy are they good. So it's really good. My eyes have been opened up to some other possibilities and other things that are out there. But yeah, I like these. Smell fire. Someone had a fire here and didn't put it out. Look at that. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. There's more than enough snow and right by a lake. So I'm going to have to put that out now and smother it in snow and water. Amount of heat. I'm going to stir the snow in with the ashes to completely wet it down, but that's some big heat in there. That's melting that snow down. Done what I can. I've taken out the wood and put them in the water, and then I've doused the ashes with snow. Yeah, that's how fires can start. It may be snow, but this ground is dead dry already. And there's trees around and shrubs around and pine needles. So yeah, that was doing my bit. Alright, now I'm going to start heading downhill. Yay! Downhill to a lake. It's not a bad view. This is Upper Lake Velma, and that is Lake Tahoe. Woohoo! Looks beautiful. I had a question about how I navigate without trails. So first thing I do is I have a look on my map and have a look at the contours. And if it's nice, obvious features, then I don't worry about getting a compass out or doing anything else. I just use the features. So in this case, I've got a river and a lake to my right, and I am going down a spur line, so I'm just going to keep going this way. I can't drop off too much that way, can't drop off too much that way, so I just stay on top and just pick the best route through the pine trees to make sure I'm not going up and down, up and down, up and down. And I make sure I have a backstop feature so that I know when I need to start looking at my map again to know if I have to turn. So in this case, I know I'm going for just under a mile, and I will be seeing a lake in front of me and I have to turn before I get to the lake. So that's the basics where there's nice big features. If I was on an area where the features were pretty hard to determine, little weeny hills, that sort of thing, then I would use my GPS to get my exact location and put that on, note where that is on my map. Then I put my compass on my map with the edge and the direction I'm going, turn the dial so that the north arrow lines up with the north on the map, and then I would adjust for the magnetic declination. And most of the maps will have a little picture somewhere, usually down the bottom, but somewhere in the information there'll be a little picture showing you which way is grid, which is what your map is, and which way is magnetic. You would then lay your compass on top of that and turn the dial for the amount that the variation is. Then you line up your north arrow with the north on the compass and then you go in the direction that you are meant to be going. So I'm not giving you a full nav lesson. You need to, if you don't know how to use a compass, I strongly suggest you go and do a course and learn how to use a compass. Even if you're using your phone as your main map, it's always good just to have a compass, just in case if everything goes wrong. In this case, if something went wrong, I know there's a lake roughly east of me, so I would just use the compass to follow myself east to get to the lake, and then follow the lake to get to civilization. So that's why it's always good still to have a compass. Here is Middle Lake Velma. I am heading along the side and then it'll be climbing, I think, up that hill there. It's a bit of a wet area. Alright, so just past two hikers doing the Tahoe Rim Trail and two other people and a dog just chilling out by the lake. So more people. And I'm following footprints that are relatively fresh. I don't know if it's the fire starters. I asked the others if they did the fire and they all said no. The river crossing. There's rocks there to keep your feet dry. They're just underwater. Well, that's a nice little stream. Alright, new flavour. Peanut butter cookie. Yeah. Don't like this one as much. Yeah, man, it's like peanut butterish. Which I'm a little over peanut butter, so yeah, no for that one. And now the downhill starts. I go downhill for a bit to a stream, and then I go back up the other side. I am dropping quite a bit, so it'd be nice if that means the snow disappears. I think there'll still be patches, so. And another relatively gentle stream crossing. These are so nice after the other ones are done. Back to the water. Just bumped into two PCT hikers. They had just fallen through a snow bridge into the river and had wet boots, so they decided to stop and have a break and have something to eat. They had got through to Kearsarge, and from Kearsarge they flipped forward to Tahoe, and then they'll go back. Once they've got to Canada, they'll go back, do the last section and finish up Whitney, which sounds like a good plan. Alright, so thought I might get some trail, but no. Back to the mixed terrain. I was hoping the climb, once we get into it, might be a little clearer. But yeah, it's a decent climb. Got to get across a little bit of flat and then get to the climb. Up, shouldn't have. As soon as I got to the steeper bit, it was clear to snow. But the snow is back, and the cool bark as well. Whew. Alright, big climb. It's quite hard to make out because there's a lot of deadfall on it. So between the deadfall and the snow patches, really having to look hard to try and see which one is a trail. Makes it harder when you lose it too, because it's not quite so obvious as it normally is. Cute little waterfalls. Oh, it's still on. Mixture of snow and dirt. Trail really hard to find some of the times, but other times it's not. Oh. I have to cross the stream. And that was some more day hikers. They are locals. They live in Tahoe City, and they're just out for a overnight hike. No way through that one. Think I'll be going under. I'm starting to head down a little bit, and then we can go on the ridge for a little while. Still patchy, snow track. It's probably about 50-50. So I am making alright time because there are some longer stretches of track. And it's not annoying me as much as it has in the past. So not too bad. Temporary pond, it's pretty with all the reflections on it. And the trail with the water. Right, general corner, that way. BCD, that way. So it's just turned 6 o'clock, so now I'm just going to find a nice place to put my tent up. So a couple more new things. These sprouted organic cookie crisps. There's no way I would have bought those in the supermarket. I would have looked at them and gone, ew. And there is a problem with them. I cannot stop eating them. So basically it's this. It's got coconut. What's it got on it? Dates, sprouted sesame seeds, coconut and cocoa. And they are very Moorish. I just cannot stop eating them. So I think there's meant to be 3 servings per container. No, that serving is gone. And Ivan and Ivanka recommended that I have the cashew butter on top of them. And I've put it on top of a couple, but I was actually ate it, the cashew butter, straight out of the packet. That is nice. I thought it would be very similar to peanut butter, but it wasn't. So, there's some more different things that I would never have tried. Who would have thought? I actually like vegan food. It is actually really yummy.